Ta-da-da! Yeah, actually I forgot to put like the EAU coming soon scene, something like that. Yeah, I still have quite lots of few things I want to do on my own, but still today I'm going to do a little bit of drawing, a little bit of the product YCH thingy. Also, hi there, Snoopy, and yeah, there's a little bit like a lot of things to do, and of course, if anyone managed to see this thing, like right on top, not on top, like right around my shoulders, that is what you guys can see is my current subscriber count, which is yeah 333. Ah, it's getting closer. It's getting closer to 500, but even I getting closer to 500, I still need quite a little bit more because you know always like coming by like here's the thing like yeah, the public watch hour still require like 3,000 public watch hour. I was like, holy moly. It's like I don't have enough viewer to do like 3,000 watch hour. I really wish I can, but I don't think there's a lot of people would stay too long for a stream. Which yeah, don't worry about it, Snoopy. Everyone has their lives to do. I might in the futures, I might have like one podcast episode per week. Just talk about shit, you know. And sometimes like if you guys want, you guys can provide me some things to talk about. Like some things that interesting happen around like these days, this and that, yeah, that stuff. Yes, I'm turning into commentary channel. Nah, but yeah, basically just something for me to yap about, so people can tune in and then just listen to stuff like those kind of things. So, hi there, Geek Sound. Yes. I'm gonna try to do like more stuff in the futures, but for now, let me do a little bit hydrate first. Ate something really spicy today, so I'm having upset stomach right now. Kind of, I'm not really sure. Today is not really too much of a TED talk. It's like I'm just want to like yeah, telling you guys I'm very thankful for anyone who always tune into my streams, listen to my yapping, this and that other stuff, and as you already can see that my subscriber count is already like 323. Wee, but here's the thing. My I still can't get affiliated to get like membership stuff or like super chat stuff, those kind of things. I can't get it even though even I get like 500 subscribers, because like I need what it said is like I need 3,000 hour of watch hours. I was like, holy moly, guacamole, there's so much watch hour I have to like grind it in. And you know, like my content was never really like a very like noticeable content. Is my content is like generally like, you know, live stream, so not a lot of people would kind of like be in the live stream that long. So I think about creating podcasts like once a week, like just me talking about stuff. I'm not sure what to talk about, to be honest. Like I don't want to be like too deep into drama because I'm not those kind of persons. It's like not like I don't talk about drama. I talk about stuff that I care about, but still, um, I don't want to be like a point that I just like too focus into the drama stuff and then like just turn into like a tourist, you know, like those kind of people who just know like surface level stuff and then just talk about shit. That is like a little bit disrespectful for like lots of things. So I'm not going to do that. Maybe I can talk about like something that really like maybe some games, some a little bit this, a little bit that. Yeah. appreciate about that. But I only managed to grind because like each day things is going to like drop for a day because it's like it's recording like the last 365 days only. So really depends. Maybe like around like sometimes I got like a lots of watch hour and then like suddenly it's gone or something like that. Either way, I only among that 3,000 hour, I only managed to earn like 783 hour. So if you guys like hate to do math, hold on a little bit. Hold on a little bit. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Yep. As you guys already can see, like this particular thing, it need like 500 here, and then it's going to have like a 3,000 watch hours, or it's like a separate thing. It's going to be a separate thing that is either is have like a 3,000 watch hour, or I create a short that somehow get 3 million view. It's basically almost every shot that I created throughout my life. Maybe like every week, I need to at least have 3 shots that have more than 100k view to be able to do this like about like 90 days. Yes, the last 90 days. The requirements of shorts is bullshit because, well, I know like lots of people keep telling me like, if you do shorts, you get like more view, you get like more people watching you and shit, and I'll be like, oh wait, I can just do this. Shot view. Dun, 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 dun. I don't think I can ever have like a view like no matter how much what kind of like shot I made, it's just never really like it was like out there. Maybe I'm just shit at making it. Who knows? And maybe I'm just shit at making it, or like the YouTube algorithm just doesn't like me making shots. Because I kind of like back in the days, I was a little bit on the notorious side of like having short like have this like using copyrighted music, but because it's short you can just put any music you want. But YouTube have this system is like if you copyright claim enough on some like certain level, it kind of like will start to hide your shit. So I think the system still kind of apply while they're still like doing the restrictions. It's just my speculations, of course. So yeah, that might be a thing too. Ooh, I got this like. Yeah, I'm this kind of person who every single time I see a dislike, like, ooh, I got dislike. Good. It's like, yes, that means there's people watching it and don't like about it. Yeah, at this point, sometimes like having dislike is also a good thing because like, yeah, it means like people are watching you. Diverse people are watching you. So there will people who like your stuff. There will people who don't like your stuff. It really depends. Like, there will be like a time that like people like, oh, I like your content, or like people just come in and say, oh, I don't like your face. Yeah, it really depends. Really depends. But different people have different opinion. You know. If I meet people with different opinion, means like, you know, have like more diverse stuff. Are you good with Vocaloid program? No. And I don't have a 3D model, so I can't do any MMD stuff too. So yeah. And I abandoned my ability to sing a long time ago, so I can't really do singing. Maybe I'll do some shorts that like I do have this like shorts ideas that is me doing a lots of like voiceover stuff, but I don't have a good startup point yet. So I need someone to give me some good like good stuff for voiceover. If anyone who is in my in my in my Discord, I have literally a voiceover line like channel, so people can sort of like put like voiceover line or like webcomic or just manga or anything like iconic line. Just put it in there, and then I'll do the voiceover of that particular thing. Or like there's some media clip to react, those kind of things, like maybe some VTuber clip or maybe some YouTube clip or maybe some of stuff that I can react without getting copyright claim, those kind of things. So if anyone who are interested in those kind of things, yeah, you guys can help me like put some stuff that I can like put things there. Yeah, it's basically you just like got a awesome line from a book or something that you want me to say it. I think I should put like a pin that how like a line should work. Maybe I should change this to something like a forum post so people can sort of like can see like I can pin like the general format, how you guys are going to do this and that, yeah, that stuff. Yeah, like my YouTube stuff. Not nah, my new Discord stuff. I like have a lot of things going on. I'm still adding, removing there, like here and there. I shouldn't call this text channel to be honest, but still, people can use it for like general chatting and stuff. And I have the gallery. If you got some things to want to show that about your creativity, like this and that, yeah, this stuff, anyone can sort of like join into it, and then have a little bit like fun, like posting their creation stuff, even music's kind of stuff, anything that have like handicraft stuff. Technically music, I think media share is better, but still, when it comes to like art stuff, like fashions, hand draw stuff, you guys, everyone can just post it in here, you know. And then you guys got anything like work WIP is work in progress, if you guys didn't know. So if you guys have any like WIP stuff, you guys can put it in here, this and that, yeah, the stuff. I got so many tab group. Yeah. I didn't see it. Yeah, also in the futures I will also give you guys I will also do some like a special stream in the Discord too in the futures, because sometimes like some things I just can't stream in YouTube. YouTube is a little bit too sensitive or too say so channel. When I want to like maybe like listen to some music and do something, I have to I can't really like do any of it because YouTube would just copyright claim the shit out of me. So I want to do that, and sometimes playing some rhythm game. That is the most important things. That is playing rhythm game, because like some of the rhythm game I cannot play at all, because just generally, any rhythm game will basically just get copyright claim, which is a very big headache for me. I don't really have to do reenactment, because tonight, my night, for you guys is your morning. If you guys are on the western side, I will be playing Ace Attorney game, and then all those games I will do almost a full voiceover on every single line. So yeah. And of course, I invite a few friends to sort of like collab and do voiceover together. If you guys go and take a look, I can see like lots of things. Yeah, I do have girls. Like, didn't you see? My thingy, the thumbnail I made, that I literally have girls there. Yes, I didn't draw for fun. I have a few collab guests. Sometimes if I don't really have like a female guest, Hold on, the music. Where was I again? Yes. Even I don't have a female guest, I can do a thing is called narrations. It's basically I can just narrate the person what she said. It's not going to do voices or anything. It's basically I'm just going to go full back Phoenix Wright voice, and he somewhat is like I can frame it like he's narrating what she said or something like that. Well, in a sense, like, hold on a little bit. It's going to be difficult. Yeah, of course, it's not today's stream. It's like, for you guys, it's tomorrow morning stream. But for me, it's like my tonight stream, okay? I have a lot of friends that is like it's pretty difficult for us to do like collab because they either are in like US or in Australia. We can't play any games due to ping issues. So I think this is one of the best way for us to hang out, to be honest. It's like archive stream, so it's fine. Hold on a bit, I'm trying to do something for this particular thing. It's going to surprise you guys. It's basically a girl with like a very bad mic, to be honest. I have this like voice mod thingy. I only play it for fun back in the days. It's kind of like surprised that I can sound like that. Let's go to properties, change my mic to voice mod. Okay, this one I sound a little bit different, but still.
Now, testing, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hi everyone. Well, it's not exactly the best female voice, of course, but still, if I really need to force making a female voice, I can actually use this voice. I don't know, maybe I just sound a little bit British, maybe a little bit like that, but still, it's like a girl with a very bad mic, and I sound like Tracer from Overwatch. For some reason, I have no idea why. Yes. Surprise, huh?
I don't know, because this is the first time I'm doing it with my new mic, so I do not know how it sounds like because I didn't wear my headphone while I'm doing this, so I don't know how it sounds. Because this new mic have a much more different frequency, so it might sounds a little bit way different. By the way, like voice mod can do quite a lot of stuff. But generally, I just like play for fun, to be honest. Yeah, this is actually like an accidental discovery when I try to like play around with the pitch of the voice, this and that, yeah, that stuff, just like tremolo, this and that, because I do a lot of like sound testing and stuff. Not my actual voice. I mean like sometimes I do video editing. I have to do like lots of like sound stuff. So I try to experiment with like lots of sound things. Well, I'm still not a professional, but I found like when I do like a certain pitch, I realize that it sounds like a girl. So I tried to like amplify that one. That one you hear is basically it's like using voice mod on the very like experimental way, and that sound like that. It's like it's very very weird. There is still quite a lot of things to go with that. But so far, I think like that one is actually pretty funny if I actually need to use that. Like, I'd be like, oh no, I done a female gash. What happened? And then click. That would shock the shit out of everyone. But again, I'm a bad content creator. I do not hide stuff. Or you can say I'm just a very honest person. I don't really, you know, do surprise. I don't do surprise. Funny thing is, I'm just like a very genuine, like in your face persons. You know, I don't like secrecy, and when it comes to like if I really need to surprise people or have to like do some secret shit, is definitely just a thing that I only can do to a significant others. You know, like a girlfriend or something, or wife, or my kids if I really have one. But it's generally just for that, and everyone I would just treat them the same, just being genuinely honest on almost everything. So I won't really say I'm going to say I'm more of a persons that can't keep a secret. I can. I just will go to a point that people can keep asking me, because they know that I can't lie. I can just say some other stuff, you know. So, hi there everyone. Hi there Ducky. Hi there Sotel. Hi there Geekson. And I know Snoopy is still in the background. Hi there. Also, if anyone then really curious about what kind of stream I'm doing, I'm doing a drawing stream, but as per usual traditions, the beginning of my stream is basically just me chatting with everyone first, do a little bit yapping, do a little bit like stream, like progressing, talk about stuff, you know, build up some audience first, and then start doing drawing. I think I already got enough audience, so let's actually get into the drawing side actually. Artista Cafe, we go. Yes, this is a voice activation stuff. If anyone who is new here, yep. And projector retract. I always love this thing. Projector on. I have stolen the bread from the bread bank. Should I put it back? Good questions. No. Actually, you can make yeast using bread. Even cooked bread, you can actually make yeast about it. But you have to like do a very, very like what kind of things again? Very careful and like very controlled. Else you're just going to get mold instead of yeast. But I heard you can actually make yeast from bread, from already baked bread. I'm not talking about dough. Why would I say drop, bro? It's the next Tony Stark. What, am I still sound like a robot now? I'm not really sure. Let me do some feedback hearing. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't hear jack shit. Forgot I turned on the feedback voice. Let's go to recording, monitors, and output. Holy heck, I sounds really loud. Alright, alright. Putting in distance now. Yeah, sometimes I do not know how loud I am unless, you know, I put it like in a certain distance. Else I'm just going to sound a little bit weird. And of course, I'm going to do this particular drawing. It's basically me doing the memes thing, you know, like the aliens. That will be my future like art commission content. It's basically is doing like $20 meme drawing. It's not going to be like very like those kind of like high quality drawing, but it's like enough to reference the meme, you know. Sometimes some meme is not really high quality drawing itself, so if I need to replicate the same thing, it's just not going to like looking like professionally made in the first place. So just taking it as like a $20 thing is like enough, you know. But still, I would just draw it as close as possible. It is still work, so I'm not really sure. Taking 20 is a little bit too much or too less. But it does have a base, so I'm not going to like charge people a little bit too much. Still, because it's still at the end, it's almost it's like a one-to-one like meme drawing. It's just like in their characters, you know. Usually when it comes to like VTuber stuff, this kind of things is more or less like how should you say it? It's like a you know, generally I got brain fart. It's like I haven't put like headphone in my ears for so long, hearing my own voice, so I was talking. I kind of got a little bit very distracted. BGM ran out of gas. It's not like they ran out of gas. I just put them in a very low volume. Because I need to hear my own voice, I don't want the music a bit too loud on my side. By the way, yeah. What should I do actually? Yeah. My brain is like not functioning properly at the moment. I need to redraw the eye, to be honest. I got a very big brain fart at the moment. My brain is just can't process. Maybe because I didn't sleep well at night. I'm not sure. I remember I did sleep, unless I didn't really sleep, because I woke up like shit today. It's like I didn't sleep at all. I feel like when I woke up. Not really sure. Sleep apnea snoring. Nah, I know when I'm snoring. It's if I wake up with my throat like dried up, like usually I know I'm snoring. But no, not happening. That's the problem. Is like it felt like I didn't sleep the entire night. I just woke up. Like I feel like I really need to drink some water, but it's not like I'm kind of like throat is really dry. It's like how would you guys normally call it? It's like it's a little bit felt like you're sick, but everyone snores. Sadly, it's like you might not know. It's like if you wake up, your throat is like a little bit raspy, and then like it's really dry. You need to drink a lot of water. It's either A, you breathe with your mouth, which like most likely is a nose allergy, so you have to like might have to go take a look, go see a doctors, you know, ENT doctors, and then I had to have a little bit check. Is the inside of your nose is swollen or stuff or something like that? It's best you go and check that. I personally will snore no matter what happens because I have a very bad nose allergy. There will be a lot of time that I cannot breathe with my nose, so I have to breathe with my mouth. So when I sleep, depends on my conditions, I will guarantee breathe with my mouth. And if that happens, I will snore no matter how. Because sadly to say, I'm bad. So basically, if you reach a certain weight, when you start breathing with your mouth when you're sleeping, you will snore. Of course, like even like thin and muscular persons can too, but generally, fat people can actually snore much more easily. You know, genetically, not genetically. It's more like physical things. Yeah, it's like people who breathe with their mouth. Hold on a bit. Like a lot of people breathe with their mouth. They generally have this trait that you notice their lips crack a lot. Like that lips are not just dry. You can see like the visible like damage line from their lips getting cracked. Hold on, I'm pouring water into my bottle. Because I have this like huge, like those kind of like what, very big ass like water tank. And I generally have like one water tank in my room and then one big ass bottle in my room. So I'm just going to fill up that bottle with that tank. But yeah, like generally, like people would have a little bit like difficulty when it comes to that. Like how to know that you are a person who snore a lot or use your mouth to breathe when you sleep. It's just something that you would notice if you woke up with like very damaged lips, you know, like very dried up lips. That if you use chapsticks a lot, then you kind of like mitigate that. But still, if you breathe with your mouth a lot, you might have to get your nose checked. Is it like you have some sort of like allergies of dust or something like that? and you normally like have like your nose is not exactly clogged up by mucus. It's more like the meat, like the flesh inside your nose is like swollen up, and then it blocked the like your nose to have the ability to breathe properly. Easy. If you have a phone called Duck Detective, like he will eat the bread for you. He will take the fall for you. But to be honest, there's actually a game called Duck Detective, and your currency is bread. It seems like a pretty fun game, but I actually refuse to use my brain a lot, so I don't, I don't play lots of detective like or deduction game because like I used to be very good at it, but now I'm just like, nah. just just don't mind, don't care. Things will be fine. Ooh. I just noticed OBS have like some new stuff to do. But either way, yeah, I've been dilly-dallying a lot, so... Alright. Let's do a little bit of line art. I got inspired to draw today. Technically, I'm not going to stream today, but at the end, I went ahead and started stream drawing. It's because I just watched like a person I know doing the drawing stream. Like she literally did like a 12-hour drawing stream. I really wish I can do it too. It's like she's doing like the thing called like the super chat drawings, drawing commissions. It's basically people super chat her, tell her like what kind of drawing they want, and then she'll draw it. She basically just fulfilling all those commissions, like for 3 days straight. And I really wish to do some things like that too, but too bad I'm not affiliated in YouTube, so I can't do jack shit like that. And I technically can do it on Twitch. Like maybe in the futures I like at least will sort of like tell people to go Twitch and do cheers, so like I would do the drawing that way. Maybe I don't really want it, but it's complicated. I don't like Twitch. Joke's on you! I on a low carb diet. I don't eat bread. Well, I rarely eat bread, so like my house doesn't really have that much bread. Let's see what kind of line I want to use today. Nah, this one is a bit weird. This one is meh. This one is nice. I can try it. I don't exactly have second eye, so when I'm drawing, you guys, well, if you guys talk to me, I might not be able to see for a while until I look up. Which I now. Nah, Ducky's doing nothing. She's basically just doing war crime. I'm going to do various war crime by making soggy bread and peanut butter jelly and mix them up together and bake them. Actually, that doesn't sound bad, actually. Basically, I'm trying to do that. Means I'm doing a great job. Kudos on being a voice actor, one of you. You actually can do voices. To be honest, like most people who do a lot of like D&D content, they technically are also voice actor in some sense. If they don't have the ability to act, it would be a little bit harder for them to do like lots of like D&D like shenanigans stuff, you know? Because when it comes to D&D stuff, it's either like their like deep dark inner self is like slowly like revealing to everyone, or they're just that great at acting, you know? But usually the first one, not the latter one. You know, this is a little bit of personal opinion. I do think Chuckles is the like the literal characters that basically hold up the entire channel for them. Of course, there are still lots of like very like great characters. These nuts. But you can definitely know, like if you say Chuckles, like everyone know who's Chuckle is. It's definitely like the character that basically pulled the most of the weight. Remember like the Gratman, like the D&D character that I created. This is basically like a dollar store Batman. Like that one, actually, he have a tragic story, but the tragic story is not because of like it's not because of like he is like a Batman wannabe. It's just that he basically have like a very funny story that nobody actually noticed him. That's why he ended up becoming Ratman. When I go to like play as Ratman, every single time I do some shit, I will always do a stealth check. It's like he strangely have a very high performance check personally, so he can almost pass through every performance check, like doing acrobatic, this and that, that stuff, you know. The thing is, like, almost everything he does, he have a very high stealth check too, because again, Gloom Stalkers, and he have a thing that is basically nobody notice him. He can do a lot of shit, but nobody actually notice him. That's a thing. Like he is actually a deeply lonely person that nobody notice him on everything he does. This is why he can do like that Batman like suddenly disappeared and fade away thing. He didn't even disappear. People just didn't notice him. Even he just stand there. The curse of a Gloomstalker. Yeah, if you guys still are not that familiar what a Gloomstalker is in D&D, that is like a very useful, I think would be, you can technically say the only useful ranger class is called Gloomstalkers. Gloomstalkers play as a stealth archers, so it can come out from the shadows and then do like a multi-hit combo at you and then disappear back into the shadows. If you play as him as a melee character, it's very hilarious. He can just like, because he have like a come out to the shadow, have like a walk speed advantage, so he can actually walk really far when he came out from the shadow. So basically when he pop out, he can literally pop out in the middle of the group and just start punching the shit out of, like, he can just like select like one person and just punch the shit out of him. Like I say again, he can do a lots of combo. Like the dread ambush is basically you can do one more attack, bonus attack from coming out from shadows, and then attack people. And then the normal attack you can have, if you use punch, you punch them 4 times already. If just select that one guy, and you have like high amount of strength, or like depends on if you want to try monk or not. But either way, because like you can literally go ahead and do multi-punch on person. If you are level 4, you have extra attacks skill like spec into you, and then extra attack spec onto you, and then like do kind of forgot now. Extra attack, like so you literally can punch people 3 times, and each attack is like 2 punch, 1-2 punch. Oh, I'm talking about D&D. Gloomstalker is like something that rarely lots of people know about it, because like it's ranger class, so not a lot of people actually know this guy. Know this class exists. It is a video game. Haven't you played Baldur's Gate? D&D is a game itself, so while D&D is everything, Neverwinter Night is actually based on D&D. Baldur's Gate's also based on D&D. Technically, even anything that Larian Studio made so far is also based on D&D in some sense, loosely followed. Even the Pathfinder is a branch of D&D. It's more like they use the D&D as a base and then create their own stuff. So yeah, it's basically a lot of like D&D thingy like going on. D&D is basically almost like in everywhere, and almost in all like game media and stuff. Like, do you guys know Dragon Quest? Yes, if you guys didn't know about Dragon Quest, it's basically Dragon Quest is also a very famous Japanese RPG game that is actually based on D&D. Aha, surprised. Actually, even Final Fantasy is actually based on D&D. Every single gaming media have RPG systems is based on D&D. Wizardry is based on D&D. Ultima is based on D&D. Freaking like what again? The ancients like MMORPG like that games that still have people playing around. That what they call it, RuneScape. Yeah, yes, RuneScape is based on D&D. Almost everything with like a very weird stat roll is based on D&D. Anything that have the golden strength, agility, luck, like those kind of things that in there, they are based on D&D. D&D is practically the first game, it's almost like first game that invented stat point and roll check on the stat point. Like without D&D, it's like lots of game won't be existing. But also depends on different person like preference. They don't want to think D&D as a granddaddy of all game. There's still lots of games that can like have this similar kind of elements going on now, but generally when it comes to like stat based, like probability, like doing like roll difference, you know, like have like stat advantage to do some kind of things, like that is actually really like almost like mainly originate from there. And most people already forgot like that kind of things a long time ago. What? You don't know that meme, guys? He looks high, like very high when he do this, like do this thing. Look at his face. How high does he look like? Very high. He most likely smoked some very good stuff before going into the to the interview. I don't know why. Like if I try to start with pinky, it's always never a good thing. I always need to start from the middle finger for some reasons. I think middle finger is like the best like starting point when you need to draw the hand like doing any motions. It's like usually it's like something that you see first. Who knows? Maybe it's because of aliens. definitely because of them. Taco for dinners? Ooh. Yeah, actually, I do not know what is inside taco mostly. I thought inside of taco is just meat, but apparently there's rice in taco, and I was like, ooh, rice in taco. My low carb diet say no to me. I need to keep fit. I can't get fatter anymore. I'm not calling guys fat, to be honest. It's just that I personally are quite fat, so I need to really control what I eat. You know, eating is actually the 90% of the culprit of how people get fat. So really, really need to control properly to actually to manage your weight. Exercise do help, but barely. If you eat like a ton and just like exercise a shit tons too, it doesn't really help you at all. Sadly. Like, some people do think that it actually works, but no, it doesn't work that ways. If anyone needs some health advice on like weight, maybe I can help you guys a little bit. I personally know a lot of knowledge about like those kind of like how to lose weight and stuff, but for some reason I never really like properly practice it. Because like talk shit is easy, do shit is hard, you know. It's always it's always that, and then it's time memes. Yeah, I'm strangely matched up with this guy because this guy has some wild hair. Yeah. The classics is still the best. Oh, hi there, Mr. Box. Welcome to watch me like do my newest creation, my newest service that I'll provide. Growing memes. That'd be a good business. Lots of people want artwork to do like, engagement posting. If I draw memes, like I think I might get people watching. Want like this kind of service more. What being tardy to the party? Oh yeah, by the way, if anyone didn't know about it, I'm actually going to do a stream tonight. For me, it's tonight. For you guys, it's like, if you guys are on the western side again, it's tomorrow in the morning. It's basically from my Australia friend is 10 p.m. EST. For me, it's like GMT plus 8 p.m. So really depends on how you guys like adjust the timing here and there. It's basically for me it's 8 p.m. but for you guys it's like early in the morning. Some people it's like my friend is basically 7 a.m. he have to wake up. So I told him that I told Hugh that like you don't have to like wake up right on time. You can just like be late to the stream is fine, because here's the thing, like I also wake up late, so I'm fine. I'm actually like, if he misses stream, it's actually kind of fine for me. And besides, actually, I originally have quite a lot of people joining that particular stream as a voiceover guest, but they end up like unable to because there's a very well-known person is getting like a very long day hiatus, so like people are set up do like one last big stream for her, and like it seems that I got neglected. Technically it's more like my streaming time is like the day that I mark is like just smack that on that day for the person last stream, so it's going to be like it's basically my unlucky timing. Is like I already set stone, I cannot change my time. I know I can, but at the same time I choose not to. But you know. You know, it's funny that my friends is like personal, like real life friends, like they are very 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 super JoJo fans. So the moment you show me Wonder of You, is this guy Wonder of You? I think it's Wonder of You. I immediately noticed this guy. Building a Yu-Gi-Oh deck. Good luck doing that thing. If you want to try out Master Duel, is basically you're just going to be like an old man getting very confused. What? Link summoned? What is tactics? What is this? What is that? Why are you prevent me doing anything at all? Why are you stealing my card to summon your card? Yeah, it's like I think like the most like best starting set for me to introduce you guys. I think Kaiju is pretty fun, but I think the meta deck is already being nerfed to asunder, so you can't actually play Kaiju decks. So yeah, I'm not really sure what kind of decks I can introduce you. Maybe Slime deck. Slime deck is actually pretty fun. Also like Golden Egg. Slime deck with Golden Egg and not much actually. Because I practically have friends like always play that deck and then like be like really like very OP. Also, everyone is having fun in GTA. Like, I mean, like the Hololive members. I watched a few of them of the clip. It's actually pretty hilarious. Yeah, like I think Master Duel like they add even more technically is kind of like tournament ban deck into the entire like deck to destroy all the meta deck, and they basically like made the entirety of like Master Duel is basically just one turn most of the time nowadays. It's just like I always like watch my friend play. I have no idea what the heck they're doing. It's basically just one turn. It's almost everything they just do it in one turn. Hi there, Silence and Black Crow. Arazil. Nice name, pretty long. Welcome to the Kirivako shows where I do a lot of drawing, but generally a lot more yapping. If you have anything fun to talk about, or want to start a new topic, you guys can actually start a new topic. Any topic is fine for me. Just follow the rules. Okay? Okay? And okay. Okay. Vakuo, look at my pointy hair. You already know, like, I'm more or less low-key, very inspired by Nomura art style. If you don't know who Nomura is basically the dude that do all the Final Fantasies and Kingdom Heart art, concept artwork. So that guy had like Final Fantasies have a thing for like Latin word naming and stuff. So I originally it's just called Kirei. So I added Vakuo there because I am the void. Oh yes, speaking about this, I kind of forgot to self-introduce myself here. Hello there. My name is Kirivaku, and I am your void with a voice. Here to entertain you and may or may not went off tangent, start yapping about other stuff. But again, back to the topic. Yes, my name have Vakuo in there. It's basically I try to find the Latin word for the void, but it seems like it's a very common used word. I forgot like what they call again. Like back then when I tried to search about it, it's like a very common used word. So I tried to find a lot of other alternative words for the void. It's like empty or like barrens or like free space, like, you know, like in a sense like the term of like the word itself is like completely empty of spaces. It's like completely like imagine like a vacuum, stuff like that. It's like a cube of emptiness, something like that. Vakuo is represent something that is free of anything, is empty. It's literally nothing, free from stuffed, you know the meaning. So it's like so it's a little bit what I want, so I add Vakuo in there. But some people did told me that I got inspired from Ruby. That's literally a country called Vakuo, and then I was like, wait, what? And then it clicked with me, and then oh yeah, no wonder it sounds familiar. But I don't watch Ruby a long time ago. It's basically like I think like end of season 3. Nah, not even end of season 3. Like halfway through season 3, I already stopped because Monty was not there anymore. But either way, yeah. So I end up using Vakuo. I was not going to originally add a last name, but there's a lot of VTuber back in the days like have like a full name there. So I decided to like Kirei sounds like odd, like standalone as a name, so I add like a Vakuo behind that. So normally people still just call me Kirei. Vakuo is like something that people just put it behind the scene. They never really like call me Vakuo. Hey Vakuo, how do you do? I feel empty. Just like my name. Try to be very emo with that name. But yeah, it's technically it's in another word represent void, being nothing, being empty, but also being free. It's like a free of it's like some things like nothing there, but with the potential to put a lot of things there. And someone you can say free. free space. Yes, free space. This is why in Ruby, the country there is called Vacuum. Is like, because that place is empty, is quite barren, but also it has the potential to put a lot of things there because of their technologies, advancement, this and that, yeah, that stuff. So it end up the entire country is called Baku that way. So yeah, now you know more. Like, here's the thing, like Monty have enough talk about until season 3 only. He kind of like may he rest in peace on halfway to season 2 due to it's what you guys known as freak accidents. It's like they literally not like some things that he would know, and I think the doctor should have tested in the first place. Like normally you have like a blood test of what you are like allergic to in the first place. He went for like I think he already have like bad health, so he went for like a vaccine for that particular thing, but for some reasons he have a very violent allergic reactions, which is actually something really rare for that particular type of vaccine. And then he just, you know, thing happens. But in a sense, like he is, for me, one of the animator that know how to pull speed into animations. You know, a lot of people who can't actually do speed in animation well, he literally do that in 3D, which is like very special to me. You know, like it's really hard to pull speed in like 3D, because when you do speed up in 3D, it looks weird because you have your entire model being visible, and then when it comes to 3D animations, personally, I'm a 3D animator. When you do 3D animations, you're doing something called somewhat similar to tweening. It's basically you just click your hand on point A and go to frame maybe 30, click your hand to point B, and then they will sort of like generate a movement from point A to point B. So you would see the frame being very perfect from point A move to point B, and you have to, at the same time, it's not just your hand, you have to control your joint, your other shoulders, your like, you know, like everyone that move, they won't just move their hand, the entire body move a little bit, have the secondary movement, this and that, yeah, that stuff. Monty is really talented at like doing those kind of things. So he do all those like at least key point of a lot of like the actions, and then that being like the main like movement directors, I can say technically, on the entire like fight scenes and that stuff. Like it's a lot. It's like very you watch his animation kind of, but he do kind of have a successor, you know. He do have a spiritual successor in some sense. Like the way he do animations is almost one-to-one with like Monty level. If you are interesting on that particular person, he still do a lots of like 3D animated video. He also decided to open up a studio to do his own animation series too. It's called Dylan Gu. Is it Dylan Gu? Let me try to find his name. One of it. Dylan Gu. Is it you? Yes. Let me copy and paste this guy channel, and This is his like all the animations he does, and you just take a look at everything he do. Like he even like create a custom engine. Technically it's based on Blender, but he create a certain type of custom engine that do like anime shadings for 3D stuff. It looks gorgeous. Like everything he does, like on movement, it really have that Monty on vibe. Like if you like Ruby stuff, like this guy is basically like the original like Ruby like action animations. Like you watching this guy, you will enjoy the heck out of it. It's just like this guy is that good. Like of course, like now he have a team to do all those things, so you can go to like the Lingo Studio and watch like all the other main stuff he does. Where's the like that? That's another channel he have. It's basically it's a studio channel. Hold on, let me put this here and then show it to you guys now. Yeah, like Dylan could have like a very good like animations, like do lots of things. Let's find his older one, and this older one, if you kind of like really like Ruby, you kind of like will notice the moment he does that she does that movement. Back in the days, he does like a lot of like Overwatch like animations. Let's go and find that particular Overwatch animations. I'm not going to play the music because of the copyright claim stuff might happen. So is it this one? Nope. Yeah, this one. I hope you personally will go to his channel and watch it or all his other stuff, but it's just really good. You know what? I don't care. Like this is like his animation at way before he become even better at it. But he is already very good at this.
Angela, I have some chocolates for you. And I need healing.
Like yeah, like they're he is really good at this. It's like this one.
Play with you. 인터컴은 지켜볼 거야. Try and keep up, okay? You could be a pro like me someday. BRB. 네가 online. Boosters engaged. 알 수 있게? 적들 우리가 지금까지 본 적이 없는 종류야. 조심해. Don't worry, I got this. MVP Diva.
Like you can watch it. All those like animations like really good. He is actually like the dude that like inspired me to start like study 3D animations too. Like I was like, holy heck. Like this is a lot of like he made like lots of good stuff. Like now he have this like new like Blender engine that he created with his like new company. That holy heck! Like you just watch like everything does it here.
Alpha! Alpha! Are you the reason this is happening to me? To us.
I think like a lot of like animations like you know like game like anime games or something like that like Genshin or like Kuro game, they actually does commission them to make animation for them nowadays because like he just his entire like studio is just that good at doing this kind of like very action-ish animations.
I suggest you return to Grey Raven to live out your final days as Lucia. You don't believe that, do you? Lucia, prove you can keep up.
I just watch all this, like holy heck, this is like the engine they have. I do have like the older version of the engine because like I did subscribe to the Patreon and then get the engine. You have to subscribe to that Patreon to actually get use of the engines that are still developing. So like this is like all the things you can do with that new engines. I was like, ooh, wow, ooh. Like again, like this is just like flat out awesomes, you know. And yes, I actually come from like 3D background and 3D animations background. So it's funny that most of my commissions is just doing 2D stuff. Like I'm literally a animators, but I don't do animations. It's not that I'm not good at it. It's just that personally, you know, like when it comes to like this kind of stuff, doing animation really require like a lot of focus. With my medical stuff happening to me, it's like really difficult for me to focus for too long a period amount of time. This is why I spend times like chatting more than drawing, because sometimes I do want to take a break, but chatting is like somewhat a form of me like taking a break, to be honest. It's more or less like that. If you wonder like how much like I'm going to like charge this like meme drawing, not just this particular meme drawing, it's like any meme drawing. It's all like they want to commission it, just give it to me and then I'll do the meme thingy. Yeah. Yeah, it's basically not just animations. Like I study the full things. I have to create a model, rig the model, and then have to move the model. Actually, moving the model is much more easier for me. Rigging the model, on the other hand, like holy shit, that is a much more difficult task. I actually like even my when I study in like unis, the lecture did say like I am like really good at animations. But the problem is like my rigging skill is like shit. And they are impressed that I can manage to do animations on my shitty rig. I'm not kidding. It's like let me try to find this. Do I have it? Let's try to find it. I think I downloaded it and edited it a long time ago. Let's see. Is it in sequence? No, not sequence. Converted. Is it this one? Did I? Nope. My name is fully exposed on this one. Is it a sequence? Nope. On sequence. I definitely have a converted version here somewhere. I need the fuck. My phone suddenly yelled out Lazada for some reasons. Dang, there's a ghost in my phone. I didn't even touch my phone. Holy heck, that's scary. But like, what was I again? Yes, I'm trying to find that particular thing. You know what? I'm just going to play this thing, I guess. But I don't think this thing like have a VLC thing like going on there. Let me try to first turn off the music and turn off the music like properties. Do they have VLC? Yes, they do have VLC. So yeah. Maybe some sound warning. I don't know how loud this thing is. Back then I have to like render this thing like really fast. I only got like a week to do this thing, so I cannot wait for like 2 to 3 days like rendering this like thing like in high qualities. So I'm just going to that time I just like do like a very fast like 1 day rendering. So yeah.
May I help you?
We'll be asking the questions, old man. Who are you?
You.
No, not me, you.
Yes, I'm you.
Just answer
Yeah, I'm still
the
very
questions.
bad
Who
at
are you?
making like
I have told
that
you.
particular like
No, you is
zero
lying.
like model is like
That is what I just said.
You just said
because
what?
it's
I
not a
didn't say
very
what. I
well
said
made
you.
rig,
That's what
so I
I asked you.
can't do
And you
too
is
much
answering.
movement.
Shut up! You!
Yes?
Not you, him! What's your name?
Me.
Yes, you!
I am me. He's me. And I'm you.
And I'm about to whoop your old ass, man, because I'm sick of playing games. You, me, everybody's ass around here. Him! I'll kick his ass. I'm sick of it!
Like basically, like I really like the way I modeled it, but the leg is actually like really not really that rig. So I put like rollerblade on the leg. They looks like rollerblade, so they kind of like roll to walk instead of like like do like walking motion. So it's kind of like I made like those kind of like old timey wimey robot. I really do not have time to make the entire rig properly, so I only managed to rig the hand properly and the eye. If you kind of look into their eyes, they can actually blink and then have like this like eyebrow working on it. So like again I only have 3 weeks to create the model plus rig, so I don't really have a lot of time in my hand back then.
Questions. Who are
So
you?
if you
I
look
have told
closely,
you.
they can
Oh,
actually
yeah?
blink. They have
You is
shutter
lying.
eyes, and then
I'm blind. You
I
are.
also
That is
rig
what
for the
I
mouth.
just said.
They
You
can
just
do
said
the
what?
eye,
I
ear,
did not
oo.
say what. I said you.
That's what I'm asking you.
And you is answering.
Shut up! You!
See,
Yes?
they can
Not you,
blink.
him! What's your name?
Like look at the eye.
You!
They can actually blink.
You!
Yes?
Not you, him! What's your name?
Me.
Yes, you!
I am me. He's me. And I'm you.
And I'm about to whoop your old ass, man, because I'm sick of playing games. You, me, everybody's ass around here. Him!
Ooh, hi there. I think this is my name. Usually they don't reply back. But either way, yeah. Like, it's a really difficult thing when it comes to like 3D animations. Like, you really have to do a lot. And also, funny thing, like back then when I was like just streaming, doing like 3D animation stuff, I managed to inspire people to come to my university to study 3D animations, and because like how like I'm not sure like my voice is iconic or something. Some people actually managed to know me from just hearing my voice because they came to study like 3D animation because of me. I teach them back in the days. I teach people lots of animation stuff and like 3D thingy and how to like do 3D modeling, this and that, yeah, this stuff. And lots of people got inspired to study 3D animations in my universities. I think I feel bad for them. It's like my uni is not the best universities, you know, like also it's expensive. Yeah. A lot of people did decided to do 3D animation because of me, and they kind of like hear my voice. They'd be like, "Hey, is that you, Kirei?" And I was like, "How do you know me?" Yeah, like it's like it's not just one; it's like 3, 5 people. I'm surprised that I managed to inspire lots of people like do lots of like animation stuff. But yeah, like to be honest, if you really want to pursue like art stuff, um, if you want to become an animator or like doing anything art related, I still think you personally, if you really want to go to a university and studies, 3D is your best bet because like 3D is a skill. Really is a skill. Like learn how the modeling is a skill, learn how the animation is a skill, learn how to create an environment is a skill, learn how to texturing is a skill, learn how to you know like do like retopologies is a skill. Everything individually is a skill that you can actually earn money from it. Like you just mastering one of the particular aspect, you can actually do quite a good job on it. But the problem is I kind of like really good at animations, but also I cannot do focus too long, so I just can't do animation for too long. It's kind of like really straining for on the focus and mentalities. But yeah, like when it comes to animation, I can do quite lots of stuff too. Hold on a bit, I got some door knocked. I have to answer. Hold on a little bit. Aku send 個電話俾我，如果你要嚟嘅話，佢有冇？喂，等陣先啊。Alright, someone is here to fix the air conditioners. I have to, you know, mute myself for a while. It will become a mute stream, so if anyone asks, remember to tell them. I actually muted myself. Because like the air conditioners finished, fixed. I opened up my mic. For some reason the mic turned it off again. But either way. Yes. Hello and welcome. My name is Gary Valkyrie and I am your host and your Vtuber voice here to here's to entertain you and maybe not be very scuffed at things I do. And yeah, like I have this like Vtuber companies like showing to you guys is using this website called Social Blade. Social Blade is like a particular things that helped you take a look at like how your like YouTube is going on. If you are a content creator yourself, you can use Social Blade to find your account and then like take a look at your account or like some other people's account. You don't have to take a look at this estimated like earning thingy because like for me, I'm not a what do you call it? Affiliated YouTuber or like a partner YouTuber, so I'm not earning jack shit. This is the money that YouTube earned from me at the moment. So yeah, that is my worth as being a YouTuber in YouTube. Also, like, hi there, Dorfstar. So there's quite a lot of things that are going on there, and you can even like go to like your live subscriber account thingy. It's a public thing, so it actually like watch over your stuff and this and that. Yeah, there's a flashing ad. Like so, like this thing is here. I'm basically using like the VTube Studio. You can now like put like web stuff onto this VTube Studio, and then I just crop it out and then just put it over there. You know. So I just crop the things out and then just put it there, and it kind of functions that way. So you can see like the channel stuff like update live there. Originally, you only can watch it using your own personal like studio account. Like you have to click this like real-time update, see live count, and then have to like do some adjustment there, this and that. I'll just put in here. Like usually you have to do this kind of things, but you have to log in using this. So I can't log in using the VTube Studio like WebSocket thingy, so they can't do something like that. It's not API something, it's the newest stuff that VTube Studio added in. It's actually pretty interesting. Also, hi there, Ducky Roller. Sorry that I actually can't talk a long time ago. I just like I forgot to turn back on my mic. And yeah. Yeah, I was doing a little bit talk about like the stream I would be doing later on. It seems that I completely muted and nobody heard me chatting. So like this is a particular stream that I'll be doing later on that I already scheduled. If you guys go to my channel, you guys can see the schedule already. If you guys manage to be able to wake up around the time or is around your time, just in time that you can watch, then thank you very much. I will be doing a lot of like voiceover in that stream because like generally here's the thing, I am a voice actor wannabe. Technically I decided to become voice actor, but I cannot be a legit voice actor yet, so I have to do a little bit much more practice. So if I need to do a lot more practice, I need to read stuff, so I decided to play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright, because they don't really have a voiceover dialogue there. So I will be doing the voiceover there, and then try to voice as much as possible and invite some VTuber guests to do the voicing too. For them, I just let them play around with the voice. For me, I want to become like more serious about like doing what I'm doing, because I already finished playing Phoenix Wright ages ago, so I low-key already know how things ends and how to play the games like in high speed form. But so I decided to let the people that I invited to play the game. I'm going to do the clicking, they are doing the deductions like puzzle solving and finalize, and then like play the games together like that way. So yeah, without any guest, I'm practically just going to just like narrations only. But because I have a guest, we can have fun together. It's much more better. I'm still finding people to do the Sundays one. Depends on my friends want to tag along on the Sunday stream or not. If they want, good. If they don't, yeah, I have to like find more guesses, I guess, within 2 days. And I still have to draw them the reactive for it. Well, thank you. Yeah, I want to become a voice actor mainly is because that I have some medical issues. I can't get a job because of that medical issues. It's basically my ears is pretty much like screwed. Yes, screwed. And my balance is really bad. So the more work, like physical work I do, even like getting stressed or something like that, I can get vertigo and dizziness. So it's not a really good situation for a person to like, you know, if you need a job, you need to move around to the place you work, and then you have to focus, this and that stuff. It's generally not good for me. And if you wonder like what the heck that I have is what they call the AICA vestibular loop. Technically, it's the ears that like the blood vessel in your ears that connected to your ears organs are a little bit too long, way too long. So because of the length and the, you know, like when your heart is pumping, your vein is pulsing, because the vein is a little bit too long, it kind of like wrap around in some place that you shouldn't be wrapping around, and it kind of like will affect a lot of your ear organ stuff. A lot of weird stuff will happen. Maybe sometimes your face will twitch, sometimes you get vertigo, sometimes you get like ringing in the ears. Some people, worse enough, they can lose hearing. Thankfully, I only got the vertigo and the ear ringing part only. I don't really have too much other stuff, but my condition will get worse if I kind of like have too much like physical activity, which is not a good thing. Even the doctors like are frustrated about my conditions because like in a sense like I'm practically a half disabled person. Why I say half disabled is more or less like I'm not bad enough to become a disabled, but also at the same time I'm not well enough to be able. So because of that, I kind of like stuck in a very like odd situations. You can definitely say that. So yeah, I have to like do much more work that way. Even I can register as a disabled person with my country, they don't actually give you that much benefit. This is why like even like one of the doctors, they say like she say like she can actually write a special letter for me to apply as a disabled person. But here's the thing, I'm the, in a sense, like in some country actually for like AICA vestibular loop is a disability, but in my country it's not. And unless you are really really bad, and then like you can register as one, but you won't get any benefit. The only benefit you get is a card that you can tell people that you are actually disabled, and you can use the disabled parking. And here's the thing, having vertigo means like you technically are very easily exposed to motion sickness. So I rarely go out, and even I go out, I just walk wobbly. Imagine like a drunk person trying to walk. Yes, I'm technically drunk almost every day. This is why sometimes I wonder it's because of that I talk a lot. But either way, yes, I kind of like walk a little bit unstable only, and I can't drive. No people would want a person that have vertigo doing a lot of driving. I can't drive, so having a disabled parking privilege is completely useless for me. And because I only walk wobbly, in exteriors wise, like if you just take a glance at me, if I walk or I sit or I talk to you, I can look at you, no problem. I can move almost no problem if I just sit there. So my thing is happening to me internally. So in a lot of people's eyes, I practically are fine. Just on glance. Just based on a single glance. So it's like looking at blind persons that sort of can see, but technically they can't see. It's something like that. So it's a very difficult situations. Yeah, it's also like AICA vestibular loop is like something similar to Meniere's disease, but also same time they're not. It's like a weaker version of Meniere's disease. But Meniere's disease, you can have like medication to suppress it, and like if you have a very good enough diet, you can also suppress that too, further suppress it. So it's almost like nothing. But when it actually hits you, it hits you really hard. AICA vestibular loop is like for different people. It actually have like different effect. Some people have like slightly worse. Some people like literally have nothing. Like, and some people like have like only like very hyper specific on one of the issues. For me, it's vertigo. It's really hard for me to focus sometimes because like everything spins when I feel it, you know. So it's sometimes a little bit interrupted. I can sometimes I can just talk halfway and then I just pause. Because I get like something I call 1-2 slap. It's like my vertigo is just like something give me like a very bad like spinning, just like 1-2 spin. It's not like a very long spin, and it's like even I get like a permanent vertigo. It's like a very weak spin. It's like so weak to a fact it's like you're almost not noticeable if you try not to pay attention to it, but it's still there. It's going to like screw up a lot of things like in a very low-key way. So yeah, I have to like always be on your toe. So you personally would use like a lot of stamina to actually do it. If you really want to find it, it's called AICA. You can add mine is already at the type 2 stage. For a person with my age already reached type 2 stage is actually quite advanced at that point. And another thing is called Meniere's disease too. I kind of have that too. It's like I get double whammy. Meniere's disease and AICA is a completely different thing. So, but they also have the same effect. So imagine you have Meniere's disease and AICA in the same time. It's basically just telling you to spin your way to death. It's the thing. I got so used to like you know, having vertigo almost 24/7, almost. I can literally like do the spinning game. Like usually how a person who do not have vertigo to experience what vertigo is basically telling you to sit in an office chair and play spin like 50 round, or like stand there, spin like 50 round and then try to walk straight. At the moment you stop, you feel like your entire world is spinning. And that is technically me in a nutshell, almost every day. And I can do that shit, and then afterward I still can walk straight. Why? Because I've been experienced like vertigo almost daily. I can actually handle vertigo so well to the point that I feel like it's like not there in the same time, you know? Like you got so used to it, you do not know what vertigo is anymore. So when the doctors like ask me questions, I can't really answer them. But when they do testing, because like you have to like because vertigo is some things that, or dizziness in effect, is a very subjective thing, similar with pain. It's like some people get pricked with like a cactus, they would like already rolling on the ground yell mummy, and then some people like get stabbed, they would be like, oh, I got stabbed. Like they won't feel anything from like, so like pain tolerance is like very different to people. I use pain much more because people experience pain more than like experience like actual like dizziness. Dizziness, not a lot of people can feel it, you know, like even the bad one. or like the good one. Depends on like what kind of a dizziness you feel, because like there's two kind of dizziness. There's the vertical kind. That's the thing, like, you know, like your blood sugar is low, you didn't eat too much, you get dizziness from that, or your low blood pressure, those kind of dizziness. Like those two dizziness is a complete different dizziness. So if I'm going to say I'm always dizzy, some people who are low blood pressure, like, look at me, they'll say like, bullshit. they would literally say something like that, because like it's because two kind of dizziness is like completely like different experience. Vertical dizziness is basically you try to spin so much and then like you try to stop yourself. Those kind of like dizziness is completely different, because people who with like low blood pressures, they get dizziness, they would faint. For people who have vertigo dizziness, practically like come from the ears, is your sensory organ keep telling you to go left. It's like, if anyone play any games, like have a very bad controller that have stick drift, literally your character, if you don't touch your controller, your character will slowly look to the left. Yes, that is vertigo. Depends on how bad your vertigo is. Some people spin really fast, some people spin really slow, some people just like have that tiny little spin. It's not bad enough, but mine is like that. It's like never really recovered, but also never really go to like the worst stage. Sometimes it does. Really depends on my physical conditions. Yes, it sounds awful. This is why I say, like, in some country, it's not actually a disability. Some country is. Like, it's in a much more first world country, they would consider this as a disabled, but because like, in a way, it still is a very annoying situations. Because I'm so used to it, the doctors actually suspect that I'm actually born with this, because when they have an MRI on me, I actually have a bilinear AICA vestibular loop stage 2. Not stage 2, type 2. That's type 1, 2, 3, so I'm already at quite advanced stage. They kind of like suspected I kind of born with it, because like no people would have like, if you kind of like have some aneurysm issues and somehow get your like blood vessel lengthened because like you have like a very high blood pressure or something like that, you would get maybe like a very like one of your ears have this kind of issues. But I have it symmetry, and it's like almost like perfect kind of like loop 2. They loop almost the same. So it sort of like suspected that I was born with this, so I'm practically born drunk. I didn't know until like around like 3 years ago, because I always suspect I got some issue with me, because it's really hard for me to focus. People would thought I have some mental issues, like you know, ADHD, stuff like that, because I kind of behave like one sometimes. But I know I'm not. Maybe like now doctors say I might have it too, because like due to my issues, it's like I have like some mentally developed something similar to ADHD, to sort of like, you know, like sometimes some people develop like adapting systems or like a very like defense mechanisms to like protect their body, or like somewhat get used to like some certain conditions they have. Because of my particular conditions, they say like I might have developed like ADHD too, just to like manage my conditions, because like ADHD not just a very like you know, you get distracted a lot, but ADHD is like also some things that you really good at, like crisis control. It's like some momentary like flinch, I can adjust it like really fast. This is why like no matter how dizzy I am, I never really fall, but I'm just really clumsy, because my senses is basically, you know, like basically my hand-eye coordinations is like kind of a little bit screwed, because like my brain keep telling me to go left. Technically it's not just go left, it's just like spin to the left, you know, like at an angle, because both my ears like spin in different directions. So I have a very mixed like sense of directions keep telling me to go to. They kind of like counter each other to a point that my sense of like that spinning sense is not like full on just right. It's like upper left, something like that, you know, like those kind of spins. It's just like a very like annoying thing sometimes. If I don't notice it, I can kind of like tune it out. But sometimes when I feel like a little bit weak or like you know, I got sick, I would, holy heck, I can't operate properly. If I kind of like, oh, today I feel like really healthy today, like things I got like I eat well, I sleep well, I drink well, not like those kind of not like alcohol drink. I'm already drunk, I don't want to get further drunk. So I would be like, today's a good day, let's try to do more stuff. And then technically I will still have my issues, I just don't feel it. That's the problem. It's like, if you don't feel the nail in your ass and then you just sit like normally, at the end you still have a nail in the ass. So if you try to sit normally, you will still hurt your ass. You just don't feel it, you know? And if you do that, and then tomorrow you're going to feel like all the pain because you sit like a normal person. Imagine like if you have like a nail stuck in your left ass cheek, and then you can't sit properly. You only can sit up on the other side of the ass, and then like you don't feel, you ate some like painkiller today, you don't feel it, so you just sit normally, and then the next morning you will feel, my left ass, why is so painful today? And then you can't do anything. Basically, it's similar to what my situations is. It's like sometimes I get overconfident because I don't feel anything bad today, and then I'll overwork myself, and then tomorrow I will feel like a huge recoil. It happens so many times. This is why my stream sometimes is like very consistent and also very non-consistent. Is because like I would feel, I'm doing great today, let's stream a little bit longer, and then like tomorrow's a bit, shit, why did I stream longer today? That day. It's like my friend told me like maybe that is like some level hangover, because like I've been like powering through my dizziness to do lots of things, and then tomorrow like my physical body is just like can't handle it. It's like in some sense it's like a hangover. I never drink to the point that I have hangover. Sometimes I would like have a celebratory 1 cup of like beer only. I never really drink to the point that I'm actually get drunk, because I think I already drunk, so like I would refrain from drinking. Actually, I rarely drink, almost no, unless it's like, you know, it's like my family member like have some birthday, we went out to eat, maybe I'll just try to take a sip or two. It's just that. I never really go ahead and say like, hey, fifth can of beer, let's go, or something like that. I won't do that. Like, I already drunk almost every day. I don't want to get further drunk. Yeah. So sometimes I sound like I'm very low energy. Sometimes I sound like I have a lot of energy. So it's really like random. So it depends on like which level I am on that day. It's really hard to control and adjust. But here's the thing, like no matter how dizzy I am, it doesn't really affect my speech, you know? Unless I'm way too dizzy. Sometimes you guys can actually hear it. When I'm too dizzy, if you watch me enough, I still try to power through the stream. You would hear me slurring the word. But generally, the only thing I do not struggle is talking, you know? This is why I try to become a voice actor, because like, you know what, I cannot be a disabled person and can't even get any like disabled benefit. Like back to the disabled benefit thingy, I cannot have any disabled benefit except like disabled parking. It's completely useless for me. It's because like I look fine, why do I need to park a disabled parking, you know? Like there is people who really needs it. I don't really need it, you know? I can just park further away, like just walk. Like I'm just walk wobbly. I don't like, you know, like walk like freaking penguin, like waddle to the place sometimes if I'm really that bad. But still, again, I won't fall. I kind of have a risk of falling, what the doctors say, but I won't fall. So far, I never fall. So if I just park if I really like get a disabled disabled license and stuff, this and that, yeah, this stuff, and then like park a disabled parking and walk out like a normal person's, I would get into a lot of argument, you know. That would be like itself. It would makes no sense. It would make zero sense to park a disabled parking while I can stand on my own 2 feet, you know? And then I would like, people would just misunderstood and then go to have an argument with me, and then I have to do an argument with them. If I have a card, I can just flash a card. But again, I look fine. I can walk fine, to be honest. Not like can't walk. It's like, usually I travel from point A to point B, I would get like super dizzy. I need like a long time to like recover from it. But still, again, technically I still can walk. So it's not really like bad enough that I have to like completely take advantage of that like disabled parking. So if I argue to a normal person, I still can flash my card. But if I argue with another disabled person who literally have a missing leg, I do not have a chance to argue. Like, here's the thing, like if this is the very like big issues to a lot of people who are actually disabled. I think if they kind of like will feel it with me. They will disable in a sense have a ranking, despite we do not rank ourselves like in disability. But a lot of people would view disability much more exteriorly. Why? Because some asshole decided to use the word cripple to insult people, and then people would be awkward to use the word cripple anymore, and just see like a person who like have mobility issues would just call them disabled people, and then people would be associated with the word disabled with cripple. So if you're missing a limb or like have like some like issues walking, people would just like list you as the disabled people. So it becomes like a very physical thing when you say disability. So people would just, when you just tell people, oh, I'm disabled in a sense, or like I'm legitimately blind, I'm disabled, the first thing what they do is to look up and down. You're not missing anything. Like, yeah, it become like sometimes it's like you always need to spend time to educate people because of that. It's a very annoying thing. Very, very annoying thing. Especially people who have like internal disability. Sometimes it's just like their brain doesn't function that well, or they are actually mentally, in some sense, they are disabled, or they have like some muscle issues that are disabled, but they still kind of can function. They walk fine, looks fine, like exteriorly. So when you say disabled word, you're kind of like at a lower rank, because people will try their best to compare to you with people who have literally have a missing arm. Of course they are disabled too, but people would compare, you know? And mine one is come to like, even I have to compare with people who with like internal disability, like blindness or deafness, or like they are mute, or they have like some muscle issues. I would consider the lowest of the low. You know that? Why? Because here's the thing. If you try to like, if I go to a disabled center and then there's 3 people like lined up together with me, that means like 4 people, and then they have to like give maybe just 2 people this disabled like benefit license. The first and then the worker will ask the first person. What kind of issue you have that you want to get this disabled benefit. He did, and then he just like show his arm. He completely missing an arm. It's like, all right, you can like have you have this like benefit guarantee. And then like you talk to another guy like what is your issues? Like he say he's blind, he can't see anything, but his eyes still kind of like have like those kind of like pinhole. Like sometimes some people can see like a dot, almost like a dot of like visions. They still kind of can see. They say they're blind, but when he kind of like move his hand, like that guy eyes still can see the kind of like see the hand move, so his eye track. And then he would like do some writing on the papers. All right. And then like And then like they go ask the second person like, okay, what's your third person's like, okay, what's your problem? He show his fingers. Like I'm missing a fingers from like working accidents. And then they say, all right. Due to like, and then they walk to me and they say, what is your issues? I'm dizzy. You think like if like here's the thing, like they would go ahead and just cross me out and then debating whichever like this last like disabled like a benefit is going to give the person who is missing a fingers, who is like kind of blind but not exactly blind, and maybe like he's just missing an eye or something, or like he can't see with one of his eye or something. Like they will debate this too and completely ignore me, you know? So yeah, my situation is completely what you call exactly bullshit. Even the doctors like they kind of like know me a long time because I have to go to 3 different hospitals to actually get diagnosed like I actually have issues, because it's so complicated, it's so rare that I get like my current conditions. They literally have to write down a report and send it to like some sort of like to different hospital for them to like see this like it's like a super special case, because it's just weird how I function, how I manage to function in a way is also weird, because like they notice like they use like machines to scan like how dizzy I am, like the vertigo level I have, because they have to like test out, are you pretending or not? Because I function in such a weird way. Some people, like some doctors actually do suspect that I'm just pretending, or just like you know, like sometimes some people would like lie to themselves to the point that like they just doesn't want to work enough that they have actual like only like have those kind of symptoms like surfacing because of that. They thought I was like that too, but when they do like a lot of like checking, they realize that because like your eyeball do not lie. If you are dizzy, your eyeball, like the way your eyeball twitch when you do a sudden movement, it can actually scan it. So they use like a lot of machinery to scan my eyeball that to confirm that holy shit, this guy really do have like vertigo, but how can he walk? Like the first thing they realized that I can move like a normal person. At glance, I am a normal person, because like in the sense that like they ask a lot of like bingo questions, because like this is like happening so internally. Usually they won't go for MRI first, they would just ask you questions, and then do you feel dizzy, do you feel this, do you do that, like any kind of situation with this kind of situation happens. Like for me, a lot of times my response is, I don't know, maybe, kind of. Because I got so used to it, I can actually function like a normal person, which is for them is like very weird, because a person who at my level of dizziness, they would not be able to function properly a long time ago. And they would say like that life is miserable, they would like be very like depressed, they can't function like a normal person, like those kind of things. And I would be like, nah, I'm just powering through it. Nah, just powering through it. The power of Asians. The power of being Asians. Don't give a shit. Just try your best to become as normal as possible. You know? So I would function like a mostly normal person, but I'm starting to unable to, because I'm starting getting older. Because I'm starting to get older, my body starting to like can't catch up to the reflex I needed to like control my like imbalance. So I'm starting to have lots of issues when it comes to like mobility. I've started to waddle when I walk. I'm starting to like you know, like I won't fall because I have a method of walking. It's basically like similar to like how people like do Tai Chi. It's like go with the flow. So if I feel like I'm leaning to the left, I will walk a little bit to the left. If I'm leaning to the right, I will walk a little bit to shifted my balance to the right a little bit. It's like follow the flow instead of like countering flow, those kind of things. Like I didn't know how to move, really, to the point that I look like I'm walking in a straight line. But the doctors like do like physiotherapy, like take a like really close look at me. They're like, holy shit, this is how you walk. And then they also like noticed like I have, aside from this, I actually have so many like tiny debuffed. Most of my senses is like kind of like a little bit weird aside from like my balancing. It's like my nose have a very like severe allergy. It seems because it's so swollen. It's actually like they surprised that I can breathe like normal persons. Technically I only breathe a little bit, so they are a little bit afraid my oxygen intake, this and that, yada yada stuff. So they test how much blood oxygen I have. They kind of are surprised that I have so many debuff. My body adapt to it to the point that I almost like those kind of like special trained athlete. Because they notice my blood is like retaining 100% of oxygen efficiency because I breathe so little. My blood actually works so efficiently. It's just like 100%. They're kind of like, how the heck, like, because I just did like they do a scanning, they do a test first, and then they ask me to do some physical tasks, and then like go and do a test again, and then they still need to see like how much like oxygen burn I do, this and that, yeah, the other efficiency and stuff. Like, you know, like if anyone watch like any athlete like Usain Bolt like doing something like he need to like run on a treadmill, and then he have to like wear this mask because like he have to lower the oxygen he like sending to his lung so he can boost his like metabolisms, something like that, make his like blood function in a very efficient way. I don't need to do those kind of special training. I'm already doing that shit. Like a lot of athletes literally like train in like high mountain or like using like machinery, like work themselves in like a very low pressure setting, so they kind of like low air pressure setting, so they breathe less and then like force their body to burn much more efficient like oxygen rate. Apparently I can do that shit without doing anything. So yeah, it's like I have so many tiny debuff. This is why like the doctors are so interesting at my conditions, because I just have so many debuffed that it's like, it's not like a thing that literally will kill you. It's just what you call a minor inconvenience. I have so many minor inconvenience lay on top of each other. It's kind of turned into something else. Like by the point I would like, here's the thing, like I might have like ADHD, and then I have something called a movement functioning disorder, and then I would have something called like a fake dizziness. You know, like fake dizziness is like I've been dizzy so much to the point my body would just kind of, even I'm not dizzy, I would think I'm dizzy. But the problem is sometimes some people have this kind of conditions because they have like Meniere's disease, have a very bad episode, and then they do not have Meniere's disease anymore because sometimes it's just that you eat a little bit too unhealthy, you have that kind of things. So if long as you eat properly, you would not have like those kind of episode again. So but some people would have like that lingering thing, they were still dizzy, like those kind of effect is still there. So it's like some sort of like neuronic like mentally developed like issues. For me, they think I have that too, because like it's not like a person who can have 24/7 like dizziness. But the problem is I have AIC. The AICA I have is like the dizziness I have is real, but also mixed in with the fake. It's like people would stop having dizziness for a long period of amount of time and then have a very big one sometimes. But for me, I constantly have and don't have it. So my fake dizziness is not gonna be killed because it's like it's mixing between real and not real in the same time. So I would feel like I almost always dizzy. I have to keep convincing myself I'm not dizzy. I just don't give a shit at this point. Even I'm dizzy, I just don't give a shit at this point. Else I'm just going to be very paranoid. So it's a very like funny situation for me. And then like aside from that, of course, like if I'm suffering at this kind of things, of course I would have more or less some mental issue at this point. But yeah, so far I don't have depressions. This is the greatest news, because like even the doctors are kind of surprised, like, you know, even if you actually have this depression, if you have depressions, you will be the most positive depression people I ever seen. I'm more or less like those kind of people who see things in a very bleak way, but I don't give a shit about it. Like I face the realities, okay? The reality of my situations is I'm fucked. But also at the same time, I don't give a shit. Like, I have a lot of issues. I'll be like, so what? I still need to live. So I have to just power through everything, I guess. So it's basically just like mental will itself. Like the doctors say I have a very strong will. Anyone would have my issues that went crazy a long time ago. And on papers, like, this is why like the doctors always tell me like, I really feel bad for your case, because like on paper I cannot be disabled, but I can't be labeled as a disabled, but in many sense I'm actually a disabled. But even I get a disability, because people would look at just like a symptom on paper to judge that you should get any benefit or not, I would get zero benefit. So even they know, like, if I get a disability, like being registered as a disabled person, I would get nothing. It's basically the card I get is useless. It's just like half a mark that I'm a disabled. Aside from that, nothing. This is why I didn't go to even like register as a disabled person. Even the doctors, like one of the doctors just say like, I can't write your letter. I would say no, because I still have to go to like take a very long term like observations for the government to actually like give like the chop of approval, like the seal of approval that I'm a disabled person. Even I get that, I get nothing. Like go through all that just to get nothing. I rather don't want to have like a mark that just tell people that I'm disabled, you know, something like that. Because like I don't get any benefit. It's like if I'm going to get like monthly like some money, I would be happy. Of course, I would immediately go and say, hey, you know what? I would want to like register as a disabled person, but no, I can't. Yeah, it's not worth it. But the saddest thing is like I can't work. This is why I'm streaming in the first place. And I'm doing like art commissions, and even my art commissions, because of my issues, sometimes I can draw, sometimes I can't draw, depends on my issues. So I change my business sense in a very like weird thing. It's like sometimes some people, you know, like they pay first and then do a drawing. I always have a policy that, you know, I'm not going to ask any payment, and and my condition is you do not put time limit for me. Which, like, in a lot of sense, a lot of people, like, they want you to draw something. Of course, they want it for something, you know? So they wouldn't have, like, a deadline. But for me, it's like, I need a very loose deadline, or you have to order it for me, like, way early in the plan, you know? Else, like, if, like, something happened, I can't guarantee I will hand you the artwork. So I'm just going to, like, not asking you to pay first until I finish the artwork, send you the artwork, then I ask for payment. So far, there's no people ghosting me on payment, so it's a very good thing. But still, I don't think this is a very sustainable like earning, because like I just earn enough to like buy my own food only, that I don't have to take allowance from my family. I need to live to the point that I do not want my family to like worry about me, and then like they have to like always keep thinking like, what if like my parents, I always don't want my parents to be like lying on the bed trying to sleep, but also reminded that, oh, they have this son that have like this issues, like what happened if they if I went croak, and then like what happened to him, or what would happen to him, like can he take care of himself and this and that. I want to like at least like reassure them that I can take care of myself. So I am trying my best to like, you know, become streamers if I can, like, because streamer have like the most relaxing, like they can stream whenever they want. They basically their boss on their own. They can do when, like, you know, I feel fine, I do my work. If I feel not fine, I not do my work. Those kind of things, you know. And yeah, this is like a very good thing, but still at the end, streamer is still streamer. You can't really like earn money as a streamer unless you really like, you know, hit the jackpot or something like that. So I do need something that actually can give me stable income. So I try to do like art commissions. So this, I at least I earn something enough that I don't have to ask for allowance to live. But still, my family is still the one that pay the electricity. I still live with my family, so like in a sense, I live in a very privileged position. I can tell you this. Anyone with my conditions, if they lived in a certain situations, they still have to force themselves to like work despite being dizzy, you know. For me, I can just sit in my house and do streaming, you know, like how privileged that is. And I don't have to worry about the electricity bill, internet bill, because like my family is the one practically that they are the one who paying it. And sometimes if I earn enough, I would also like, you know what, I split a little bit of the bill because I managed to earn some money. I would try my best to do that. At least I managed to do that this like past few months. It's like I'm very happy about it, but still at the same time, earning like in dollar wise, earning just $100 a month is actually not enough for a normal person to live, of course. I don't really have any like burden to like, you know, I don't have a car, I don't have like a house, so I don't have to do any like installment payment, this and that, yeah, stuff. I don't really have any burden, so like earning 100, like convert into Malaysian ringgit, is like 400 is like really enough to just sometimes, if you feel fancy, order some food to come here, order some fancy food to eat. Just that is enough. But still at the same time, if you want to say like, if you want to live like a normal human, it's not enough, you know. So I have to really try my best to get an actual job. And due to my issues, I can't get a normal job normally. So I had to find something to work. This is why like this like being a voice actor thing like clicked to me. So I'm trying my best to practice as being a voice actor. Thankfully I know someone actually do voice acting in the voice acting scene. I asked for like some advice. Like they do tell me like give me some advice like how to do a little bit this, a little bit that, like, you know. So I've been listening to the advice and then like do a lot of like practice to become like a voice actor and stuff. And I'm still doing a little bit of practice. He actually did invite me to like a very like serious group. It's like all the professionals in there, in the Discord group. I'll be like, nah, I'm not going to get in there yet unless I'm actually like confident, like did some gig first, you know. Managed to get some gig on myself like personally from my actual studio, or like from like I'm trying to go for Vgen, and then like maybe like in some sense like people I can do like some Vgen stuff, and then like actually did some gig, and then I have like a good clip, you know, like good like voice clip, and then send it to people, and then I will join in that like particular like Discord server, you know, because like it's practically it's kind of like useless if you kind of like you just say, I want to be a tennis player, and then you haven't even hold a racket, and then you go ask the world first ranking or like world top 50 people like, hey, can you teach me how to do play tennis? I never hold a racket before. They would immediately ignore you, you know. I don't want to be that asshole, you know. At least I want to know the basic before I actually need to go and ask the actual like those like higher level professional, you know. So I'm trying my best to like do a little bit of practice. If you kind of like look into my channel, I do have a few clips, but those are more or less like fun clip. I do have like proper like voice practice sessions, like live sessions. I only clip down like the funny part, like only. But so sometimes like I make like the funny video like clip just for like you know, I still need to get some YouTube view. So people will like come in here and know like you missing a little bit of this, missing a little bit of that. But also like here's the thing, the voice you're hearing right now is actually not my actual voice. It seems that I kind of like forcefully like squeezed my voice so long back in the days due to some reasons. I kind of like forgot my actual voice, and then my that acquaintance, like voice actor acquaintance, like kind of like know that this is actually not my true voice. Even I forgot like this is not my true voice, and I've been speaking like this for ages. And then you didn't sound like you really talk from a diaphragm. Have you ever tried to do that? And then it's like, wait, what, really? And then they teach me how to properly like use my diaphragm to talk. And then this is actually my voice. I was like, holy shit, like this is my voice? Like, oh, this is my actual voice. I was like, learning something new from Kiribaku. Like, alright. Like, yes, my voice is much more clearer and much more deeper at this point. I guess, like, I've been, like, here's the thing, like, back in the olden days, the young Kiri is actually used to have the ambitions of becoming a singer. But puberty hits him, and he lost his, like, you know, very like high-pitched voice, so he had to train himself to do like a high-pitched voice. So he forced himself to speak in high pitch to the point that he forgot that he actually have like original voice. Yeah, like those kind of thing. Like here's the thing, if you want to know about like how you control your diaphragm to talk, here's the thing, try to take a deep breath. You can feel like something is straining there. And then release the breath. You feel like something like that's like a focus point that is like it's like moving. That is your diaphragm pushing your lung up to push the air out your lung. This is how you'll be able to voice much more clearly, because sometimes some people try to yell as loud as they can. Nobody can hear them. Still nobody can hear them. This is because you do not use your diaphragm to push out the air. How voice work is the amount of air coming out of your mouth, not amount of focus you have like on your throat and your vocal cord. No matter how much you squeeze it, you're not going to make your voice louder. You have to push out the air to make your voice more booming, more louder. That way, you can make your voice much more clearer. This is like the tricks for people to do voice acting and stuff. I generally don't do that a lot. Like again, I got nose allergy. I don't have a lot of air in me. So I have to practice a little bit more, and sometimes when I really need to do it, I need to use like some nasal spray to like open up my nose so I can like actually use that method to talk properly. So feel like that you pushing the air, the more like you have to push out the air consistently to being able to talk more booming, more loudly, else you're going to like have something. Like, you know, like those kind of things, like have a little bit like more voice, more less voice, more voice, less voice. Just try to keep your voice consistent. Do not speak to the point, like push your air out to the point that you're wincing, like those kind of like voice out. It's not going to help you a lot, and it's going to damage your lung at some point too. So just speak in a much more like word by word, sentence by sentence. Those kind of things. You don't have to compress your voice Don't know how to do this. Just relax your vocal cord and push the air out from your diaphragm and focus on your tongue and lips, and you can speak your original voice. That is how you speak with your original voice. Apparently. And I never... Apparently, I do not know how to speak until now. Until recently. But still, yes. Sometimes I still revert back to this because like it's much more air efficient for me. Because I use like lesser air to like talk. Because my my vocal cord is squeezed up for like that like higher pitch. So I use less air to talk, so it's much more like efficient for me. But yeah, like generally it's like that. Hoo-wee, like doing that kind of talk is kind of like what took a lot of energy out of me. Yeah, who say like doing voice acting is easy? Voice acting uses a lot of energy to do that. But either way, yeah, it's been a while. I already finished my drawing. Actually, I'm crafting this like a new like art service that I will provide to people. I will update it into my Vgen account. If you guys don't know what Vgen is like something like a Ko-Fi or like a Fiverr or like something like that, but it's specialized for Vtuber and stuff, you know. Let me try to find that particular. Yes, this one. So if you guys want to find, just go to the Vgen account, Kirei Shady Commission Art Cafe. Just type Kirei, you can find it. And I will add more like art stuff into like art service into that. So the newer one that I will put is basically this one. It's like a $20 like art commissions. Is basically I would draw your characters in a meme form. If you are a VTuber, it's much more better. Like this is more or less like focusing on VTuber, you know, those kind of things. So it's like this is more or less like a service that's specialized for VTuber. So if you got like any VTuber friends or some VTuber you know that want some emotes, wants an emote, animated emote, or just like some very cute chibi emote, like this kind of chibi emote, or they want to make some thumbnail. I also draw thumbnail, hand draw thumbnail too. And now a newer service, draw a meme for them to do engagement posting, right, those kind of stuff. It's again like, gosh dang, hold on, I need to skip this dubstep. I don't really like dubstep. But still, yeah. That's the general gist of it, and yeah, I'm very grateful and very thankful for anyone who dropped by in the stream, have a little bit chat with me. I had a lot of fun here today, and as always, everyone, stay healthy, stay safe. Until next time, stay tuned on the next stream. Bye bye.